Horror movie to comedy. During a work trip in Missouri, I landed so late that I almost missed picking up my rental car to drive to my hotel. My boss put my hotel about 2 hours away since it was the closest to where I needed to go in the morning, and I wouldn't have arrived to my hotel until around 3 a.m. or so. I've never been to Missouri, but the part of the ride where I had to through was a 60-plus mile long road before the next intersection. I've never experienced driving on a road like this. Just 2 lanes, no guardrails, only a ditch that led to fields and fields of corn, wheat, and other crops, no street lamps. An itty-bitty town that I could drive through in less than 5 minutes. And these towns were 10–15 minutes of driving apart. Again, I've never driven in a road or town or area such as this, so I had my high beams on. Drove cautiously and slower than what the speed limit might be, since one other car was zooming on the other side, and kept an eye out for any animals that might pop out. I've also, for the first time, encountered bugs just being splattered on my windshield, which was honestly something I just always thought only happened in cartoon movies as exaggeration. Anyway, as I'm driving, I see man in the field just several yards from where the road was. I only saw him because of my high beams. It was 2–3 a.m. and so dark. I didn't see a car or bicycle around, and I just passed a town maybe 5 minutes ago, so that was far for someone with no vehicle. I don't know if it's a hero complex or naivety, but when I see people in distress or might need help, I usually try to stop and help, and this case just seemed like this man was either lost, confused, drunk, suicidal. I don't know. My mind was just going crazy, thinking, this man is not in a good place. If he's out here in the middle of nowhere just chilling. Even though the road was tight, I backed up the car, put on my hazards, and turned it slightly towards the field so I could take a better look. I was in the car and was hesitant to get out, especially because I watch a lot of horror movies, and this is how some of them start. But I get out the car and loudly say, "Hello? Excuse me. Do you need any help, sir?" The guy is just standing and swaying a little bit, but just staring into the field or sky. "Are you okay?" I say again, "Nothing." I debated what to do next. Call the police? Honk my horn? Drive to the nearest town? But would I even know where to come back? So I took the horror movie action of just going to see the man myself. I went down the ditch and slowly got close, only to realize, as most readers probably guess by now, that it was a scarecrow. I know this could have gone so bad if it were any other situation, but I couldn't help but to laugh so hard that I cried. I was genuinely trying to be helpful and got worried, and turns out, I made a 10-minute stop to make sure a scarecrow was okay. But at last it kept me wide awake until I got to my hotel.